Yo, Midwest Talk, Midwest Influence Fitness. It's your boy Insane Lex. Fuck with me, YouTube and Instagram. Holla. Yo, esteemed greens to the world. It's your ruler, Insane Lex. If you got Instagram, Midwest Influence Fitness, Lex El Shabazz Diamond. Look them names up, get in tune. If you on YouTube, Midwest Influence. Right here, this is another episode of Midwest Talk. I want to thank everybody. I know it's been a while. It's been about like 2 weeks since the last time I've been up on here since I posted. But I want to thank everybody that checked out my Black American accountability video, plus the Iran and U.S. war. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout everybody out that put comments on there and actually liked the video and actually gave me some real feedback for how they felt for what I talked about. I appreciate all that. That was the number one thing that I was looking for, to create some type of diverse conversation on what's really going on in the world today. But tonight, I want to go ahead and throw a little something at y'all called Black Exploitation, or should I say Black American Exploitation. I want to speak on something that comes more to the mind of speaking on crabs in a barrel mentality, that it comes with our people. And sad to say, it comes to our people in a bigger form than what we expected to come to. Now, Black exploitation, you can put that in different areas, where the act of using someone or something unfairly for your own advantage. We all done experience with exploitation of anything. We'll exploit anything for us to profit or gain. We all know right from wrong, but depending on the situation, it might go to a point where we might have to exploit something to be able to gain in what we really need. I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But then at the same time, I know for some people it probably plays on their conscience to where they think exploiting them will get them further, but then it's still going to play on their conscience on the devious things that they did to achieve that. I get that part too. But the one thing that I don't like is exploitation of just certain things that just don't need to be promoted. We all fans of Instagram. I like Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Social media. You can promote your business, anything that you got going, whether you're a content creator or anything. You can do whatever to promote your brand and be able to monetize and be able to get paid for it. But what I don't like big platforms or adults or real grown men or women having these platforms and exploiting this teenage bullshit that goes on social media. I'm really starting to get pissed off with this. I don't like seeing teenagers fight, shoot, anything on social media. And then they label it the YNs, or what the YNs are doing, or this and that. I'm getting so tired of it. Now, don't take me for granted. I was young. I was a teenager. I did plenty of stupid shit. But back then, when I was doing that stupid shit, we didn't have no cell phones. We didn't have no social media. We didn't have no way or nobody really knowing what we did, and nobody recorded what we did, because we was always taught that nothing is supposed to go on camera, nothing is supposed to get recorded at all. Hear no evil, see no evil. Nothing gets spoken about what happens. But now we live in a world where any type of little mishap, little fist fight, little argument, it can be the simplest of thing from anything. It gets videotaped and then it gets exploited. It gets put out to the masses for other people to look at us and be like, damn, that's some same type of niggas that we always see, that's always involved in something or really just doing some bullshit. Like, I'm really getting tired of these platforms when they ain't got nothing else to post. The only thing they'll post is kids When I say kids, I mean teenagers. I mean 14 to 14 to 17 or even younger. They're posting videos of kids just being kids or even having a little fisticuffs or whatever, or they're doing so much stuff. Instead of posting the bullshit what these kids is doing, how about post some videos of trying to help these kids and trying to see what they doing or trying to point them to another direction? I'd rather see videos on that. I'd rather see videos of pointing some type of positivity into these little youngsters, into these little brothers and sisters that's saying, stay away from doing that. Put your attention elsewhere. But then we have to look at the parents, which some of them might be in my generation or a little bit young, a little bit older. But you have to look at where these kids come from. Was there any guidance or was there any example that was shown to these kids other than just go out here and just do bullshit? Or the city just doesn't have nothing for youth or minority youth to do anything, to channel that energy to do anything. Now, I know it's programs and this and that, but if the parents is not pushing these youth to do anything, we're just going to keep getting the same exploitation on social media with them. You know what I'm saying? This last video that I just, you know what I'm saying, that you see right now, you can see them with book bags on. Like, why are these kids ain't got nothing to do but to show up to a mall and show up to an area where there's nothing going on? They're just crowding up, fighting and running around. And this is what they do. I know we are teenagers, but it got to be something else for them to do while they outside of school. Idle time is the devil's workshop. We all known that. We all been young at one point in time. But then at the same time, when do we step in and get it to stop and point these kids to a whole nother direction or a whole nother fleet? Or they're just going to continue to be exploited. What else is being exploited? I don't even like being on Twitter no more. Twitter ain't shit but porn. I see nothing but our sisters, grown, that instead of probably getting a regular job, they rather just suck dick and fuck on camera. Now, don't get me wrong. I can't knock nobody's hustle for how they eat. Let me say that first. But goddamn, it seemed like the most of any type of woman or anything is just going up on Twitter and just pretty much selling pussy pics to videos to anything. And I ain't leaving out you niggas too, because a lot of you niggas out here is suspect on that Twitter shit too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you doing your thing, you fucking all these hoes and shit, but a lot of you niggas seem sweet as fuck. It's almost like a lot of you niggas will do whatever for the money. You know what I'm saying? That ain't real. Then some of you niggas get on here claiming y'all are alpha. Y'all just doing this shit, fucking these hoes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, my nigga. I see a little sugar in your tank. Because ain't no nigga just willing to do anything just to get paid, especially on the sexual level. If you doing shit like that, you a little bit questionable, my nigga. Like, I don't get you. But for my ladies out there, for my queens, y'all can do other shit than that. Like, I know some of y'all queens got to think, like, how long is it going to last for y'all to do that shit? Like, when I get on Twitter, I be looking for more informational shit and other black kings and queens to network with or even build a conversation with in order as far as like bettering our people. It gets to a point where I don't see shit but rappers, strippers, and OnlyFans motherfuckers that's just freaking. If that's the only way that we got to come up with something or to make money, we doomed. Where the fuck is we supposed to come from that? That Twitter shit is crazy. I just use Twitter to gain more knowledge and to network with the same people that's on the same shit as I am. But when I get up on there, it's just like the algorithm on for our people is either sex, money, or drugs. That's it. That's the algorithm. But I am starting to see more of an algorithm where more people is becoming more conscious and more people want to see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Try to come up with effort ways on how the ones that really see what's going on and the ones that's conscious want to make something happen or make something try to change to what we want it to be. I'm seeing more of that. But I don't know about the rest of y'all. It's just sex, money, and drugs for the most part. And then if a lot of y'all got kids too, they seeing the same exploitation that this social media is doing to y'all. They gonna run right into the same trap of being exploited for other people to gain. We gotta wake the fuck up. We gotta wake up. We just gotta wake up. Hopefully we can wake up. I pray to Allah we can wake up, but we gotta see what it is. Other than that, as far as black exploitation, if you checked out my channel, you see I had an episode of Midwest Talk where I talked about black reparations and why I feel like black Americans should be due for reparations. Well, recently, they just had another summit in the UN where they had a vote from, I think it was Ghana, that was in the vote for the UN for the transatlantic slave trade to be considered the most humanitarian crisis or trauma that happened, and they want reparations for it. Shout out to the motherland. They know the history, and it's kind of crazy because I only really been seeing Ghana talking about it. I see a lot of Ghana. I've been seeing a lot of Ghana that's been talking about it, representatives that's been talking about it, but they want the reparations. But my whole thing is, what's the problem with these black platforms from like the FBA, Foundational Black Americans, into these other black platforms that, why are we going at each other so hard? Like, that's really tripping me the fuck out. Like, why are we going at it so hard against each other? I thought the FBA and other black American platforms, I thought we all had the same common goal on what we're trying to do and what we're trying to create and what we're trying to lead to as far as our people. All I really see is Foundation, FBA saying one thing, these other black platformers is saying another thing, and we can't even, it's almost like we can't even coincide together as far as like to really figure out how we can coexist and build something together. Like, that's where I said the crabs in the barrel mentality. It's like, are we all just searching just to be monetized and to gain money and not really connect and do nothing? Or are we really just up here just trying to be exploited just for the next dollar that we can gain? Or are we cool with just being exploited? Because best believe, anytime when you got conscious black leaders or conscious black people that want to see some type of change and trying to come together, there's always some type of conflict that can spark it or even try to break it apart from what it was supposed to be. Now, my thing is, if everybody is on one accord and dealing with each other honestly and looking for a common goal, why haven't that came about yet? And then when you think about it, it's crabs in a barrel mentality. I don't want to see you get high more than me because I probably put more work in than you, and all you did was kiss more ass that I wasn't going to kiss at all. I chose to be organically. You chose to pay to get a little bit further or to steal or take ideas that was organic and run with it instead of seeing the organic way, doing your homework and building up an honesty of an audience that actually fucks with what you're putting out to the masses. But a lot of us don't think like that. So it's kind of messed up to see all these black platforms that I respect that talk about the goodness of our people regardless on what it is. It kind of hurts me and it kind of decreases me to even like even look at them in a different form or a different light, just for the simple fact they won't even come together as far as they own. The only thing I can hope for, a lot of those black platforms come more into the light and see that they can mesh together and put something together for all of us to hear more spoken word and to be able to communicate off that word and be able to motivate and do something for the rest of our people. You know what I'm saying? I love all these black platforms that speaking on consciousness as far as like black Americans, because it's getting the word out to the masses. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing that social media should be used for. We got all different platforms from every area. I know I got followers from the East Coast, West Coast, down South, Midwest. They hear my words, they showing something, they comment. I'm knowing that I'm not the only one in the same struggle or the same fight that's trying to see where our people can be in betterment and take that accountability and not be exploited and not have that crabs in a barrel mentality. That's where I want to see our people at. That's where I want to see where we get to a point of, never mind the bullshit, never mind what's going on in politics, but if we can politic ourselves and create our own Black Wall Street like how it was back in the day, we can really gain some power. But the exploitation of these shorties right now, that's one of my biggest focus right now. I hate that a lot of these platforms is posting these bogus videos of these teenagers probably doing just the most shit. We got to stop with it right there. Because that's one thing that I'm just not, it's just something that I'm just not getting over, where how they're exploiting more younger shorties and it's like being promoted. It's like we're using the younger shorties as just entertainment. You see what these young niggas doing? Yeah, it's entertainment. Share that shit. No, I want to see more things where we're taking that and reversing it and actually fucking with the shorties to take them to a whole nother level to get them out that realm, so we don't exploit us. We're being exploited by sex, money, and drugs. It's time for us to get up out that exploitation and get some more righteous type of vibes and not dealing with that. But on that note, I appreciate y'all for staying to listen to me. More content coming soon. Comment, tell me what you think about the crabs in the barrel as far as like black people being exploited. It's exploitation everywhere with us. But just let me know how y'all feel. And I appreciate all those who actually take the time out, watch me, comment, like, subscribe, do all of that. Fuck with me. And I'm just going to say peace and love to the masses and see you again. Holla. Yo, Midwest Talk, Midwest Influence Fitness. It's your boy Insane Lex. Fuck with me, YouTube and Instagram. Holla.